Hello friends, I'm Nisha Bandra. Welcome to our YouTube channel Edufy India. If you are new in this channel, then don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. You can join us with the link which is given in the description box for the WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, and Facebook. So start with our first topic, which is improvement in a food resource. What we are going to learn here: improvement in a crop yield, groups of improving crop yield. First is a crop variety improvement, second is a crop production improvement, and third is a crop protection management. So let's start with our first topic, which is improvement in a crop yield. Improvement of a crop yield is a depend on a finding a crop that give a good yield in many advanced condition. India is a more population than any other country, so we need a more food than any other country. For example, green evolution, which helps to get a more yield, just like that. Improvement of a crop yield helps to get a good quality and more productions of the plant. So examples, cereal such as a wheat, which give a energy, pulse like a gram, which provide a protein, and the oilseeds like a soybean, which is give a fats. Groups of improving a crop plant, we can divide it into the three stages. The first is the choice of a seed for a planting. We need a choice of a seeds which give a good quality of a crop in any condition. Good quality and more quantity we need. The second is nourishing of the crop plant. The process of caring and encouraging the growth of the development of the crop plant. We keep a crop from a disease free and get a high yield. Third is a protection of a growing and harvested crop from the loss. We need to protect them from the disease insects. Then on the basis of this stage, we divide crop yield into the three. The first group is a crop variety improvement. The main object of the crop variety improvement is to finding a crop that can give a good yield. The crop can be selected by breeding for a various characters which are useful, like a disease resistance, response to fertilizer, product quality, and the high yields. Disease resistance. Disease resistance means they have the ability to defend the disease. Response fertilizer, they have the ability to respond to fertilizer. And the product quality and the high yield, they have to product more and get a good quality of that crop. So now we see the next is the hybridization. So we see the next method, which is the hybridization. This is the another way of incorporating desirable character into the crop variety, which is a hybridization. Hybridization refer a crossing between the genetically dissimilar plant. The crossing may be intervirtual, the crossing between the different varieties; interspecific, the crossing between the two different species of the same genus; intergenetic, crossing between the different genera; and these plants genetically modified plants. Now we see the second type, which is the crop production management. Crop production management is the growing of a crops and providing all nutrient to the crop plant that are needed, and also properly sorting them. It is necessary to feed a large population of the country like the India. We need a crop production management. There are the nutrient management, in that manure and the fertilizer are included, then the irrigation and the crop pattern. So let's start with the first, which is let's start with the first, nutrient management. As we need a food for the development of a growth, plant also require the nutrient for the growth. Nutrients are the supplied to the plants by the air, water, and the soil. Air give a carbon and oxygen, water give the hydrogen and the oxygen, and the soil give the macronutrients and the micronutrients. The deficiency of this nutrient plant affect their physiological process like reproduction, growth, and the susceptibility to the disease. First type is the macronutrient. Some require large quantities and therefore they are called as a macronutrient, and some require the small quantities, which is we call as a micronutrient. Then the second is a manure. Manure is a natural fertilizer, is the source of the organic matter which supply the nutrient in the small quantities but organic matter in the large quantities. Manure is a prepared from the decomposition of the animals extract and the plant wasted. This involves increasing the water holding capacity in the sandy oil. In clayey soil, the large quantities of the organic matter help to avoiding the water logging. It also a way of recycling biological waste material. Using a manure help to protecting our environment from the excessive use of the fertilizer. Manure classified into the two groups, the decomposed and the vermicompost, and the green manure. The decomposed and the vermicompost manure prepared from the waste material, vegetable waste, animal waste, and the sewage waste, which is called as a compost. It takes 3 to 6 months to prepare, and it help with the microbes naturally. Vermicompost, the compost which prepared only by the earthworm, which is called as a vermicompost, and it takes 1 to 2 months for the preparation. Then the green manure. Green manure is the specific plant or a crop of varieties that are grown and turned into the soil to improve the quality of the plant. Example, green manure crop including legume and the grasses. This green manure help to enriching the soil in nitrogen and the phosphorus. So third is a fertilizer. Fertilizers are the plant nutrient. Fertilizers supply nitrogen, phosphorus, and the potassium. They are used to ensure good vegetative growth, like the leaves, branches, and the flower, which give a rise to the healthy plant. Fertilizers are the factor in the higher yield of the high cost farming. Then how we use the fertilizer. Fertilizer should be applied carefully in terms of the proper dose and the time. In terms of the proper dose and the time means plant require the less amount of the fertilizer and we give a more amount of the fertilizer, and there's a side effect of that fertilizer. So we need to maintain the proper dose and the time. Sometimes fertilizers get washed away due to the excessive irrigation and not fully absorb the plants, and this excessive fertilizer lead to the water population. Then the disadvantage of the excess fertilizer. Continuous use of the fertilizer in area can destroy the soil fertility. Soil fertility means the soil cannot grow the more crops in that area. Short-term benefit of using the fertilizer and the long-term benefit of using the manure maintains the soil fertility. That means if we use a short-term of the fertilizer and we use a long-term of the manure, because manure is the natural fertilizer, then they maintain the soil fertility and it is considered to aiming the optimum yield in the crop production. It helps to protect our environment. Then the organic farming. Organic farming is the farming system which minimal or no use of the chemicals as a fertilizer, herbicides and the pesticides. With the maximum input of the organic manure, recycled farm, neem leaves or turmeric specifically in the grain storage as a biopesticides. Waste use of the bioagents such as a culture of a blue-green algae in the preparation of the biofertilizer. Organic farming in that we are not use any chemical fertilizer for the growing the plants or the crops. Then the irrigation, the process of watering plant to ensure that the crop get enough quantity of water during the growing season, so we get a more yield of the crop, is called as irrigation. There are the types of the irrigation. First is a well, canal, river lift system and the tank. So first is a well. There are the two types of the wells, namely dug well and the tube well. Dug well, water is collected from the water bearing satara. Satara means the layering of the soil, and the tube well which can tap a water from the deeper satara. In that we can go from the more layer of the soils, and then from these wells water is lifted by the pump for the irrigation. Then the canal. Canal is elaborated and extensive irrigation system. In this system, canals receive water from the rivers, and the main canals are divided into the branch of the canals. Then there is a river lift system. In area where the canal flow is insufficient or irregular due to the inadequate reserve, release, the lift system is a more rational. Water is directly drawn from the river for supplementing irrigation in areas to the close the river. This method is a use where the water problem is a happen. Tanks. These are the small storage reservoirs which intercepted and store the smaller catchment areas, just like we store the water in our home. Then there is a cropping pattern. There are the different way of a cropping pattern. First is a mixed cropping, in that we grow the two or more crops simultaneously on the some piece of the land. Example, wheat plus gram, wheat plus mustard, groundnut and sunflower. This pattern reduce risk and give us some insurance against the failure. So we take a first example, which is a wheat plus gram. In that we grow the wheat and gram in the same area. Wheat require the more water and the gram require the less water, so that we here we can reduce the here we can save the water. So crop patting help to for the environment also. So there is the intercropping method. Intercropping method, in that we grow the two or the more crops simultaneously on the same field in a definite pattern. In that we grow in a one row a different crop, and in another row we can grow the second crop. Example, soybean plus maize. This type of the method require of a different types of the nutrient. This growing of a different crops on the species of a land in a pre-planted succession is known as a crop rotation. And the crop rotation is done properly, then we have the 2 to 3 crops can we grow in a year with a good harvest rates. Crop protection management. When the crop is in the field, it needs protection against insect, pest, and the other disease. Example, Xanthium, Parathenium, Cypernius round nuts. Insect pests attack the plant in the three ways. They cut the root and the stem leaf. They suck the cell sap from the various part of the plant. They bore into the stem and the fruits. That means they go inside the fruit and destroy all the food that we cannot eat, and thus affect the health of the crop and reduce the yield. Weeds are also take up the nutrient and reduce the growth of the plant, and therefore the removal of the weeds is important during the early stage of the growth. How to control it? Pesticides. These chemicals are sprayed on the crop plants or used to treating the seeds and the soil. Intercropping and the crop rotation, resistance varieties and the summer plugging. So in this we see the what is the crop improvement, types of the crop improvement. In the next part we see the animal husbandry, fishing product and the soil diseases. So this is all about the improvement of the crop field. Thank you.